Oh, you got the button. Push it! Woo! Like to do a round of applause? That finally stopped. Great. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday once again, which means it's time for a new episode of the New Comic Book Day Rundown. I am Dustin, the PR coordinator for Dark Horse Comics.
I'm Brennan. I am a graphic designer for Dark Horse Comics.
And we are here to break down this eclectic mixed bag of comics, books, and products for you today. Before we dive in, we would like to remind you that you are eligible to win all of this awesome stuff. All you have to do to enter to win is to share this video. Just make sure this particular video right here, and make sure that your share is set to private. Or to public.
Not private.
Not private. Even if you have a private Facebook account, you can set your share to public. Make sure to do that, otherwise we can't see it. We will pick a winner and let you know by tomorrow a.m. if you are the winner of all of this awesome sauce.
We also have a digital sale that we're launching today that goes along with Terminator. Sector War. That's just, we're going to talk about that later. But
talk about it shortly.
All of our Terminator comics, we have a full bundle for $19.99, which is like $20 plus tax depending where you are. And 99-cent single issues and $6.99 for Omnibus.
So basically, that's a screamin' deal.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll go ahead and dive into what is on sale today. We're going to start with some great product here. It is finally here. This is Jon Snow. It's the Battle of the Bastards figure. So this is obviously one of the best moments from Game of Thrones. Getting rid of the one bastard taking on another bastard. That bastard, Ramsay Bolton, sadistic MF. Armed with his legendary sword known as Longclaw, Jon dove headfirst into that battle, and we did not know how he was going to get out alive. Knowing that it's Game of Thrones, that was not a for sure thing. But here he is, still trucking along, and now you can have this magnificent statue all to your own. This is what the box looks like, in case you're wondering. So if you want him boxed, that's what you're dealing with. Just wanted to show you in all of his magnificence. Instead of just in the cellophane. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Let's talk about Terminator now.
Yes. So,
Terminator.
Got Terminator, regular cover, variant cover. In this new Terminator series, it begins today. Brian Wood is a writer with art by Jeff Stokely. And basically, two Terminators went back into time to 1984, like we all want to do. One to kill Sarah Connor, rude, and another targeting NYPD officer Lucy Castro, who is a rookie cop assigned to one of the worst sections of the city. Isolated and unable to call for backup, Castro faces off against the relentless T-800, relying on unlikely allies to help her survive until dawn.
Come with me if you want to live.
That was pretty good.
It's okay. I mean, it's not great. I'm not winning any talent shows with that impression, but it works for this video.
Yeah.
Dealing with some dual timelines there in the Terminator-verse. You probably thought this was everything. There's actually so much. I have things hidden behind here.
Yes, we do.
So up next, we've got... It's Hidden. Usagi Yojimbo the Hidden. Number 5, in which Usagi and Inspector Ishida resort to enlisting the help of the Nezumi, which is the thief, in order to locate Oda, who is in hiding after the assassination attempt. So I want to show you, this is some real cute stuff here. Stan Sakai does these amazing watercolored chibi Usagis on the back of all of these, which I'm a huge fan of. If you'll notice, there is a little dinosaur lizard thing. Those are called Tokaji. Those are special critters that were invented just for Usagi Yojimbo. If you're unfamiliar with this is a fantastic comic series. It's anthropomorphic samurai action following the Rabbit Ronin Usagi on his... many adventures across feudal Japan. This particular arc has him teamed up with Inspector Ishida, who's a fan favorite character, as they are solving a murder mystery. There are only 7 issues of this. This is issue number 5, so we're getting very close to the end of Usagi Yojimbo, The Hidden.
And I got some hidden gems too here.
Oh,
got some Incredibles 2, which is Disney Pixar.
Disney!
So Bob and the kids have begun hero training, and to make this generation of the Incredibles family the most incredible ever. Meanwhile, in the second story of this issue, Bob's continued bedtime story turns into something the kids can never unhear. It began as a mushy date night with Elastigirl.
Aww.
Then, in an adventure all his own, Jack drops a cookie and receives unexpected assistance from an army of ants. So this is written by Christos Gage and Landry Walker, and we're super excited to be doing this line.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
And I love the Crisis in Midlife and Other Stories arc on Incredibles too, because these are all a series of short stories. So each issue is going to have 3 different short stories in it.
Yeah.
So fun format there. Another one of my favorite comic series that we're doing is Ether. This is the second series in Matt Kint's Ether. So this is Copper Golems number 4. Matt Kint is a New York Times best-selling author. He's also the creator of Mind Management, which is a fantastic series as well. He is joined here by Black Hammer artist David Rubin for a fantasy adventure about a science-minded hero intent on keeping the balance between the Earth and the magical world. So this one also has a variant cover by Mike Allred, and the interiors on this are just insane. The art style of David Rubin he's just one of my very favorites. Highly recommend that.
Colors.
Ooh, those colors. Yes, the colors are everything.
Got some Halo for you.
Woohoo!
This is a Halo Collateral Damage number 3, and it is a new Master Chief story. Trapped by a cave-in and surrounded by the Covenant, Blue Team must work together with insurrectionist rebels to fight off the alien invaders. Outnumbered and outgunned, the Spartans must do whatever it takes to complete their mission and keep a Forerunner artifact out of Covenant hands. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And over in the Mignolaverse, we have Witchfinder, The Gates of Heaven number 4. A terrible loss draws the Witchfinder ever deeper into the hunt for the source of the supernatural terror gripping London. If you're unfamiliar with Witchfinder, it is set in the Hellboy universe, and it is set during Victorian times in England, and it follows Sir Grey, who is the occult advisor to the Queen herself. So this is a great story. It is co-written by Mike Mignola and Chris Roberson, with art by Disraeli and colors by Michelle Madsen.
So, I got this kind of big boy up here.
Archives!
This is the Eerie Archives Volume 24. It is super fun and super cool, and there is just,
super scary.
something for... Yeah. So it's got stories from E.R. Cruz, Victor de la Fuente, Bud Lewis, and a lot of others. And it's 300 pages of they're pulse-pounding pages, actually.
Pulse-pounding pages.
Of adventure, horror, and wonder. And these were unavailable for over 35 years. But guess what? Now they're here.
Now they are here.
And this collects Eerie Magazine's number 114 to number 119.
Oh, love Eerie Magazine.
Yes.
These archives are fantastic. If you love vintage horror, Dark Horse is the home for that. We've been doing all kinds of collections from the Eerie Archives, Creepy Archives, Tales from the Crypt. Mm-hmm. They're fantastic, and they're in these beautiful hardcovers.
And there's a man with a sword and a jet ski in space.
Yeah,
yes.
Duh. Why not?
It's very interesting covers. I think we had the lady with the armor pasties last time.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
That's what I wear in the battle.
Great cover art, painted. Yep, I know her.
I made those pasties.
We're getting coffee after work.
Yeah.
Also from the Mignolaverse, we have Hellboy, The Complete Short Stories, Volume 2. The ongoing Hellboy Omnibus collection is gathering all of Mignola's award-winning Hellboy stories in chronological order for a definitive reading experience. So this is a 368-page volume. It covers... Ooh, look at this scariness. It covers Hellboy's adventures from 1961 to 1993, leading up to Seed of Destruction, which, for those who are familiar with Hellboy's story, is the beginning. So this includes stories from the Hellboy collections The Troll Witch, The Chained Coffin, The Bride of Hell, The Right Hand of Doom, and The Crooked Man. So this is a really... Let me find just some more. We'll look at some more of this. How about?
Oh, yeah.
The beautiful Mignola interior art here. So yeah, for anybody who's not aware, there's the regular Seed of Destruction, which was the beginning of the Hellboy timeline, but it also there's a big chunk of his life that's missing from the 50s all the way up through the 90s. So that's what a lot of the current Hellboy material is doing, is jumping back to different points in that timeline to kind of fill in his adventures with the BPRD, which is the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense. Done.
All right. Next, we have Mysticons Volume 1. And this is based on a cartoon series that launched on Nickelodeon in fall of 2017. It's a contemporary urban fantasy about 4 girls who are Arcana, Zarya, Em, and Piper, and they gotta fight some evil people. There's like criminal biker twins, and they steal magic, and it's just like totally bonkers, but relatable. So.
And they ride griffins.
Yes.
And deal with regular high school drama.
Right.
Drama.
Just like me. Ride a griffin.
Yep.
Yeah. Magical girls.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Horse been doing a lot of magical girls stuff lately.
I know, it's great.
Got Zodiac stuff. If you love Sailor Moon, there's also another. You can come for eerie horror. If you're a horror fan, if you love magical girls, you can come for Crystal Fighters, which is coming out next week. Mysticons, which is out now, and Zodiac Star Force. Spell on Wheels, which the writer.
Yeah.
That's actually the same
Also,
creative team as Mysticons.
Same team.
Yes. Oh, Spell on Wheels was dope.
I know, I love it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was a road trip story about a group of witches,
Yes.
teen witches.
That's so good.
Who doesn't love that? So
Yeah.
that's great. You should check it out, and if you like that, you should check out Mysticons. Love that creative team. Where are we at? Did I lose track?
This one.
No, we're on Rigveda now.
There
This
it
is a
is.
lot, you guys.
Yeah.
So this is Rigveda Book 3. This is new from Clamp. This is, for anybody who's not familiar, this is a classic Indian saga of the same name in which the 6 stars have at last reached Zenmi Palace to confront the evil God King. This is a great deal. These omnibus are huge. So these are a fantastic deal. It's a great way to get caught up on Rigveda, plus many other manga that we do in a similar format.
And we got some more new manga. This is Vampire Hunter D, Volume 27, Nightmare Village. That's where I live. Mixed
Also known as
band.
Milwaukee.
Also,
A mixed
I mean, kind of right now. We
I mean,
live
I
in
don't
the
live
apocalypse.
in Milwaukee,
It is,
but
yeah.
like those whole surrounding metro area is like smoky, so
The sun is red.
yeah. A mixed band of travelers from an inn spared from. No, they were spared from a bizarre landslide that rushed and receded like a wave. They find shelter in an ancient village. Rumor has it that once long ago, the village was testing ground for twisted experiments. What was formed here in the distant past seeks to nourish itself on the travelers and rise again. Can Dee save them and destroy the evil legacy? I don't know. You'll have to read to find
You have
out.
to read to find out.
This features 6 new illustrations from Final Fantasy designer and regular Vampire Hunter D artist Yoshitaka Amano, who we love.
Who we
Yes.
love and
Yes.
finally got to
Love.
meet at
Yes,
San
it's
Diego a
great.
few weeks ago.
He signed a
He's
lot of
awesome.
Vampire Hunter D for
Did.
people.
So yeah, this is a good pickup too.
Another fun series that is now being collected into trade paperback format is Vinegar Teeth. This is written by Damon Gentry and Troy Nixie with art by Troy Nixie. This follows a down-on-his-luck cop who is partnered with a Lovecraftian monster in an unlikely mashup. As a human being, Artie Buckle is a grade A schmuck, but he's a pretty damn fine cop. Good thing, because Brick City is under siege from its citizenry, and only an unlikely partnership with a mysterious, tentacled, extra-dimensional being can put an end to the escalating crime problem. So this was a mini-series that was incredibly fun, and there's 4 issues that are all collected in here. This has some
that's fun.
pretty fun, kooky, gross art. It's also the point. I mean that as a compliment.
Yes,
I don't mean gross art like gross art. I mean like sick, like
it's like sick, man.
like sick, like
Bro,
dope,
sick.
bro.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
flask right here, yeah.
Except also not quite like that. Yeah, this is very enjoyable. Really funny. It's got some fun action. If you love a monster creature feature, Troy Nixie is one of the best artists for that kind of thing. So, highly recommend that. Is there anything else on your side, or did we do it?
I think so. I think that's it.
I think we did it. Okay, great. You can tune in next week for our regular episode of the New Comic Book Day Rundown, but if you want some more information before that, you can also tune in tomorrow afternoon. We are going to be coming back at you for a very special episode in which we are going to discuss some top secret, exciting new products from Dark Horse, so we'll have a great guest for that. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. You have to tune in tomorrow afternoon, and we will have some good news for you. All right, that is everything. We are going to sign off, and we will see you next time.
Bye.